So here's the next topic: family culture. This is also deeply baked into the culture of the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. Polygyny. Polygyny is part of our culture. And it was so funny because my grandfather had four wives. My great grandfather had four wives. And so we have a lot of children, a bunch of twins in that. And so I come from a family of polygynists, just like Jesus came from a family of polygynists. That is big. And now you would think like, oh, that's a Muslim thing, because the Gbaja-Biamila, before they were Muslims, they were Christians when they were in slavery. And I know in my side they were called Berkeley, and then when they took on his nickname Baja-Biamila, they became Muslims. And obviously Muslims are allowed to have four wives. So people will say, oh, it's because you're a Muslim. Well, when I went to Nigeria, we found out they practice polygyny. Christians and Islam alike practice polygyny. It's here in the West that you would think that, just because you see what they do in the West, but when you go to other countries, you'll find out. I'm talking about Bible believing Christians practice polygyny, and it's normal. It's normal for a Nigerian man to have his main wife and to have other women other places. It's like breathing air. It's not. Here's a picture that's normal in our culture. And so, especially as I am part of this culture, this straightway culture, and practicing practicing polygyny, they look at me and say, They look at me and they said, you live in America and you're doing the same thing. You desire to have a lot of children. Even before I came into the truth, I know a lot of guys think I'm joking about my 94 deal here, but I do desire to have a lot of children. So you know why? You know where that comes from? Because it's baked in us, be fruitful and multiply. It's in my DNA, if you want to use that. It's in my blood. It's to be fruitful and multiply. But I was literally trying to do that when I was in Christianity with my one wife. It wasn't by accident that I had 7 boys and 1 girl. Matter of fact, people used to make fun and say, Kabir, you know what's causing that? I said, yeah, I'm doing what the book says. It said, be fruitful and multiply. And I know exactly how to be fruitful and multiply. And it requires me to get in that bed and make love to my woman. So
Elder, if I could insert something, it's just because it's funny. It came to my memory. I remember when you told I think you told your uncle, and you told him, you can take a man out of Nigeria, but you can't take the Nigerian out of the man.
You cannot.